Hey everyone, Emerald Rose here with my manga reaction review and rambling of Hunter x Hunter, chapter 9, chapter 390. Sorry about that. Also was channeling my inner semblance of sanity. I follow them and they always do the synchronized chapter da 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 da. This is why I title my videos rambling. I can get off topic really easily. Alright, straight into Hunter x Hunter. Because my voice is already getting sore from tonight. Alright, okay, the Nen coin. The one became a 10. Did someone swap it out? Question mark. Conventoba. Or Conventoba. First Prince Benjamin's. It's going to be a bad night if I'm already fumbling with Benjamin's name. Benjamin's personal soldier. No, the aura I feel from this coin is the same as when I picked it up. This is Third Prince Sang Lee's Guardian Spirit ability. What does the increasing number mean? What effect does it have? Question mark. Exchange it for something. How? The obvious thing to try is the beast's mouth, but it's too risky to actually try putting it in. Don't put it in. That's what she said. Late night. Okay. May I see it? May I see that? Alright, so his coin's 10 too. It's the same as the one I picked up. I'll wait and see if it changes. If it also changes. The beast drops a coin every day. I wager it's meaningless for me to hold on to them myself. Chapter 390 Clash Part 1. I expect to see real results once I become king and distribute them to my people. Considering the rate of production, I can't imagine it fulfilling a role as ordinary currency, but perhaps as a medal or a reward. But then it wouldn't need to be a Nen ability, and he's passing out the coins as his imagined king. It wouldn't be a Nen ability without some extraordinary power. There's nothing to do but sit and wait and see what happens. I have a feeling it could come to affect every single citizen, but it seems insignificant for now, and it doesn't seem remotely useful in this succession battle. It reflects my personality to a sickening degree. How I worry more about what happens after I take the throne, long before I get there. I bet my spirit beasts will exhibit maximum utility after I become king. And I noticed that between the panels, his face changes. One side has a stern face, but then on the far left of where I'm reading, his mouth curves up. I guess is nice. He's not going to win. If the succession battle isn't canceled and everyone has to kill everyone, he's not going to be the finalist. He's too enamored. I don't think he can win where he's stationed, even if his power is really, really great in the long term. Alright, back to it. But to put it another way, I could be an ironclad king as long as I survive. Fine then, I will win the throne on my own. We're going out. A true king makes full use of both light and dark sides of society. The succession battle is where I prove my command of the underworld. Right, because he has one of the three mafia families, right? Or families of crime syndicates. I don't know if mafia is the right word. Okay, so they're walking. Lots of armed guards. Where to today? The ZU boss's room. Allow me to escort you, sir. Okay, they're walking. Third Prince Zheng Li has arrived at boss. God, so that's small print. Onior's room. Alright, so he's in the room with his, supporting boss, or the boss that he's supporting. Long time no see. How are you feeling? My doctor bugs me about my diet. I'll live the life I want. And he's filled with taxidermied and mounted animals. I don't know if he has a Nen ability that affects animal production. That'd be interesting. We've only seen the Nen ability of the one that supports Fourth Prince, where she basically is contagious Nen. The secession battle has started, and 3 of my siblings have already died. 3. Okay, so Sail and Redhead 13. So they know that Kacho's dead then. Does Futsu, whatever her full name, Futsu's know that she's dead, or is she ignorant to it? But he counts 3, so unless he's guessing that she's dead. I see. My brother Nasubi was the one who survived his battle. You gotta do it now. Guardian spirit beasts are the key to this battle. Do you know anything? No idea. Second-rate nobodies are never told nothing, so he wasn't told about the events of his generation's succession war, even if he wasn't in play to actually win or be in the running. What about superpowers called Nen? Never heard of it. Okay, that's boring then. But some of the youngins use weird powers. I'll ask her. So he has men who know Nen, but he's never heard of it. They say all things come to those who wait. My brother used that strategy to survive. I'll look up what happened back then. Okay, so we're going to learn about the current king's war against his siblings. I don't know how many siblings they ever said he had, but how long will it take? It might take some time. There's conflict below deck with lots of casualties. Alright, just be patient. I'm counting on you, father. Oh, he's a bastard of a bastard. That's interesting, especially since he's allowed to compete. Oh. I wonder if that's going to be a thing, where he gets disqualified and the ceremony kills him in some fantastical way. That'd be neat, and also explains why he's enamored with one of the underworld societies, even though he's the cleanest to look. That's mean. The other one's a serial killer. The other one's big into vices. He doesn't fit the other two's category unless he's just organized crime. It makes more sense if someone like Camilla or I guess Benjamin, but Benjamin already has an army, and now I'm thinking about Camilla now has her kamikaze Nen users, so it doesn't make sense for those two to have an extra auxiliary underworld organization. Maybe Sail, but he had legitimate money apparently from his mother. I don't know. Sail was such a dud when it comes to the narrative focus. Like, if he had a plan, if Togashi had a plan for what Sail's plan was, we'll never know. Okay, I'm counting on you, father. There's more. This is more serious than we thought. The new Heli boss is quite crazy. It's a massacre. Yes, sending her people everywhere to kill. I don't understand why. Several of ours and many from Chahar have been killed. We should crush Heli first. The spiders weren't the problem. They're helping us. Are you sure they're not making stuff up to get to the hideout? No changes. Keep searching for Hisoka as planned. We need to control the spiders. Good luck with that. The spiders could kill every single person on this boat probably without beating an eye. Like, I know that Phaeton, if you actually got enough fight and got enough damage, could just blow up the ship with his miniature nuclear fission Nen power. So you're positive he wasn't in Tier 4. He went over it with a fine-tooth... We went over it with a fine-tooth comb, then give the spiders permission to search Tier 4. Go look for Hisoka upstairs. Are you sure? It's fine. While you search for Hisoka on Tier 3, kill Moray Prudo, the Heli boss. Okay, so he's gonna... Sorry about that. So he's gonna murder the Patient Zero boss power lady who's in support of 4. Alright. Zakuro, Lynch. Alright. 2 women, question mark. The one on the right is pretty gender neutral or ambiguous. Reboot the manhunt. Yes, Tier 3. We have more targets. Ouch. I'll need more units of blood. Oh, it's an IV. they're stuck to an IV, it looks like, on their left arm with headphones as well. Let the feud begin. Crush Haley. Okay, they're moving through checkpoints. We're going up. A fight. Good luck. A cop asks you, are you going to get into a turf war? That'd be nice. You know, just that's how Chicago works. Bloods and Crips going between street to street. Cop pulls him over. It's like, hey, gonna have a good fight? Yeah, okay. Make sure you stay safe out there. God, I'm sorry. My nose is really weird. Ignore that. Tier 3 has calmed down, but Healy is on a rampage. Do something about it, and soon. Okay, they're asking them to clean up the mess. Who do they think they're asking? The soldiers' motivation is proportional to their tier. We're starting at one end to flush them out. Yeah, thankfully there's not as much traffic as on tier 4. Where should I do it? My own ability. But I'm not looking forward to it. ZU is here. Go tell the boss. Aye. Okay, they're eating. Looks like a McDonald's stand. The couple at the burger joint at 9 o'clock. They looked at us. Could be lookouts. Got it. Okay, they just looked at them though. That's kind of a. I get getting proper scopes, but what if it was just curious bystanders? Get the rundown from the guy. Okay. Hey, man. This is more... Mind if I ask some questions? Oh, sure thing. But the guy behind you seems to have beef with you. Okay, a guy with a Lucas kind of eye style, or Mario from Boku no Hero. And he cuts their carotid. But they're also bloods. I don't know how that's going to work. But okay, they're bleeding heavily. And big guy punches Lynch, or kicks Lynch in the womb. Womb kicking. They all take the tumble. IV person is hunched over, but again, if it's blood, then it's going to be what they do. You sure you can afford to pick up girls? Your friends will die. Worry about yourself. Shouldn't you go back? Take me to your boss. Then I'll spare your life. Too bad, Mr. Mafia. The soldiers can turn a blind eye to a fight in the food court for 5 minutes tops. If you hurt us civilians in broad daylight, they'll have to arrest you, even if they're in bed with the Mafia. You should run, Mr. Underboss. Power to the people. Okay, little Miss Che Guevara. They don't list themselves as Mafia member files. They don't list themselves on the Mafia member files. Your boss breaks too many rules. So this killing spree is for the sake of fighting alone and has nothing to do with turf or money? So the Mafia has to register? What kind of bureaucracy is that where you have to register to be a criminal? Tell her to bring it on! Exclamation point. So, you're ZU, right? Shouldn't you... Okay, no, sorry, I missed something. You answer my questions. Shouldn't you help your friend? Okay, yep. Okay, yeah. Sticky blood. Or whatever's being tangled up in it. All the blood shooting from their carotid. I don't know if they have enough... What's the term? God, I can't think of a term for it. Not carotid, no. Whatever. Seal the blood. I'm beating myself for it, but I can't think of the term. Okay. Moving on, they lift the guy into the air and slam him down. Thanks. It takes a lot of nerve to cut myself. Zakuro Custard Manipulator. ZU member ability. It's a bloody small world. Bloody Mary. A lot of bloody phrases. What else would there be though? Whatever. Manipulates his blood at will. The IV line is both practical and a limitation. Okay, so I guess they can use blood from the IV, but they have to use their own blood, like it, or whatever the rules are for them. Okay, so they get back up. They've let go of the man with their blood. You guys are Haley. How many are there total? We've got 23 people, but it looks like her fist punches through his sternum. What the? A voice came from my body. Glock blah, he throws up. How many with abilities? Tell me where they are. Okay. One punch Gatling. Consecutive normal punching. I don't know how many. The boss gives us abilities, but there are conditions for activation. Killing people increases your level, and abilities activate upon reaching level 21. And he collapsed so weak. You don't got Nen? Hey, get up. I can't ask questions if you're unconscious, man. Lynch Fuboku. Mitter. Ability Mindfulness. Body and soul. Hitting the target after asking a question makes the target's inner voice respond, which is not audible to others. Okay, so if they ask a question and punch a person, they get the answer, or whatever that person thinks of as the answer. It's basically a demand scenario for asking interrogation. But it looks like it requires a full Nen punch. That's why the guy collapses easily when he collapses. That Nen has to be infused in her punches. It's over. We're going back. What? We just got started. They're civilians. Huh? Not according to his body. On paper they are. They bypass the Justice Bureau. The military can be flexible, but this is going to get complicated. Excessive force, but that was in self-defense. I'll let you go, but stay out of Tier 3. You'll be arrested if we see your faces again. Alright, sorry about that. For your trouble. He bribes guards in the open. This is a weird country. Weird whale boat full of weird whale citizens. Don't worry, we won't make you use these. And his fingers are pointed at the guns. I promise we won't be back. Are we really going? We just wait for Haley to come down to Tier 4 or make up proof of their pledge and submit the member list for them? Yeah, right. We can bend the rules too. This war is a win-win for us. We get tips from three gangs just for standing here. Hello, pretty lady. Okay. He turned the guns into snakes and they blow off their heads. Good God. Do. Or they say it as brat, but it's just D-O in katakana. But yeah, snake guns. Oops, so much for that promise. Let's go. Okay, and Togashi's messing with me with this guy's first name. Hinrike Begunduful Conjurer. Okay, conjuring affecting matter. Yeah, sure. Ability, all creatures great and small. Biohazard. Transforms a weapon or machinery he touches into an animal he controls that retains the original functionality. So he gets to just make animals that serve his will remotely out of any machinery. Well, that's the end of the chat. That's the end of the chat. Hunter x Hunter will go. Why? Why, God? Why today? God. Hunter x Hunter will go on hiatus starting next week. He was on such a good run. Such a good run. He almost... I think he may have gotten a volume's worth, but Togashi, man, get a backlog for God's sake. Or just go pure thumbnails of all your images and have an army of assistants do the rest. Okay, enough of griping about hiatus. So, the Animal Kingdom, all creature's great and small power is ripe for abuse, unless there's limitations, like a counter for how many he can do a day. Because I'm just thinking, stick a dynamite, turn into a rat, scurry about, then light it somehow. But you can make mobile sentient missiles and bombs. You turn a missile into a shark. It's ripe for abuse, and that makes it great for Hunter x Hunter powers, especially since we already know one limitation is he has to touch it. Though, looking at the guy, I didn't really picture animal powers. But okay, there's him, there's the torture, question answers emitter, and there's the IV blood manipulator. That's a good team up. There's an information, there's a crowd control, and there's a... How would you classify the Conjurer? How would you classify Heinrich? Or however you say his name. Special utility. I mean, he can make specialized weapons, but he has to have the weapons on hand, and he doesn't look like he's armed in his jacket. Alright, what else happened in this chapter? Okay, we found out that Third Prince is a bastard, in the literal sense, not because he does shady shit. That's his real connection to the crime family, is that it's his father. And I don't know how that got past this really, really dystopian country, but apparently it did. And that's another reason why he's not going to win. That kind of shit comes up in the end game. That's going to ruin Third's chances of actually winning. And then the other thing with Third is his coins, which I guess, yeah, I went back to the first page. It looks like the coins do work as a slot machine for his beast. Maybe it's like exponential growth. Like every so often, all the coins are worth more. Maybe it's like a monetary system with fiat currency. Every currency is worth technically a percentage of a fixed amount. Fixed amount is growing, but the coins have only gradually increased, so they're worth more. It's like a weird inflation game. God, my nose. Why does that have to do like when I'm recording? But so probably a slot machine with a currency-based system. But maybe it just grants that proportional nen that's been saved up into the whoever pays out or gives a special weapon. It could literally be anything. That's the thing with nen and these nen beasts and that slit eye, slit mouth, weird wheel. Maybe it's a roulette wheel. Maybe once you spin it, or once you insert the coin, it gives you another randomized power. Or a randomized power. I said another because I'm thinking of the Patient Zero family. And that's all I got. This is a good chapter, but there's only 3 major scenes to really work with. And yeah, only 3 major scenes. The actual clash, Third in his home, and then the scene with the mob boss in Third. I hope the hiatus is short. I mean, there's been off and on hiatuses for a few months now, so hopefully the hiatus will be rather short and we'll get back to Hunter x Hunter. But I'm off the hook for another video, so my evenings got lighter. But I doubt you'll care about that, my loyal sub 10 followers. Anyway, this is Emerald Rose. Have a good time.